All right, so Israel, I hope that each and every last one of you have learned something, because I just got finished this early morning listening to a video from Rufus saying he wants conditions of peace. Now, let me run this thing back real quick and put it on order because I'm actually glad that he's come to that conclusion. Because in case people get amnesia, in case they forget, Rufus is the one who went to 3 elders, slandered and accused and defamed my name. 3 men that was in Israel, supposed to be men of renown. Does sound like the story, don't it? He comes up in front of the ecclesiastical council accusing me of all this stuff and of having a spirit, which nobody still knows the name of this spirit. No, the spirit doesn't have any face or nothing. I'm going to say it again. He is the one that started every single bit of this. Then he goes and runs to the court of public opinion to get with immoral, wicked men, sons of Belial like Ringo, and then starts a firestorm on the internet. I've got the email thing where he sent to him and said, call me, get in contact with me. And then even up until this past week, he's making interviews with people if they got 5 subscribers, 10 subscribers, 4 hours, 3 hours. I mean, all kinds of interviews going on every single show. So who's the one that's persistent in this? Now, Israel, remember the wicked flee when no man pursue, but the righteous are as bold as a lion. You see, I taught you all something. That when somebody gets out there and slanders and defames and falsifies your name and stuff, you have every right to earnestly contend for the faith. You have every right to stand up for yourself and tell the truth, the unadulterated, uncompromising truth. Now, what's disturbing is, and I will say this, 90% of that story about the truck concerning and what I said about Brother Vernon, that is 100% true. I did say all that. Watch this, though. What about the other 99% of the stuff that was addressed about the things that you've done and what the saints have said that you didn't even address? See, what Rufus is going to continue to keep doing is saying the things that are favorable to him. That's what he's going to do. And the truck, everybody knows how we do things in a straight way. We don't have nothing we called our own. So when that truck came to that community, that truck belonged to the community, not just to Rufus. And that's where Crago is disingenuous, big time disingenuous, because Rufus didn't run the business, deck, porches, and more. Brother Vernon did. Sure, Brother Vernon had problems and stuff. That's kind of like me having a son or daughter. You done wrecked the car 2 or 3 times. And after a little period of time, we see that you're doing better. Okay, I'm going to tell you what, we're going to test you. Go run to the store and let's see how you do on this trip and journey, come back. And if you pass the test and stuff, then we can, guess what, take the restrictions off of you. You know, this stuff is petty, but you know what? I will accept your conditions of peace. Notice I said I accept your conditions of peace because you started all this. You continue to keep persisting. You don't want to keep going out there making videos, and then you want to act like that you're the innocent party with the soft tone and the soft voice, acting like we're trying to restore. What is restoration? Because I can tell you right now, you or Crago is not setting, just like in that meeting, you're not setting the terms and the conditions of what the hell goes on. You're not simply not doing that. You just simply ain't doing that. Now, we are going to see who's y'all's with. That's definitely true. We will see. But see, what everybody don't understand is that Rufus is trying to make this about him and I, when he don't even have a dog in a race. He is not in the same class, not in the same anointing, not in the same stratosphere with me as a man of Yah, and never will be. He desires to be like me, but that will never happen. He can't do it. It's impossible. He just simply can't do it. That's why he's making all these videos talking about what we're going to do. And if you notice, everything they're going to do is really nothing, period, point blank. So, and then he throws a threat out there and says that we're going to meet face to face. Now, you know I'm all about that. I'm definitely all about that. I am 100% about that. As a matter of fact, instead of, because you know good and damn well, in this daytime and hour, that ain't the way y'all deals. You just pulling a story out your ass and stuff from the book that ain't going to fit the scenario of the day. I'm all about meeting face to face. Y'all know Pastor Dow by now. Come on now. Hey, the deal is this. If we're going to meet, we need to have an arbitrator, and then we need to sit down at that table, and we need to address the things that you started, you accused of, and you continue to persist, and then you go hide behind the curtain like the Wizard of Oz and throw rocks and hide heads as if you've done nothing. I hope that you don't say another word and make another interview or do another video. I hope that you do cease fire. Now, that's amazing. I want everybody to see this. He accuses me. He throws rocks at me. He slanders me. I fire back, and now everybody's looking at me sideways because when somebody's attacking me, then I defend myself. What kind of attitude is that? Have y'all forgotten that? Have y'all forgotten that? And this all this false sense of humility and stuff and everything. See, the reason why he don't address any of the other things that I spoke about in him, because they're all 100% facts that can be backed up by the Israelites that's been used and abused of him. That's what it is. So, if you want conditions of peace, shut your mouth. Stop running your mouth. That's all it takes. You just stop running your mouth. I've been showing y'all, Israel, how effective you can be, you see, because this man will not stop running his mouth. Y'all see this video, right? Y'all heard what he said. He's not going to stop running his mouth. He's not going to stop going on these interviews. He's not going to do it. I'll be surprised if he does, but he ain't going to do it. He is not going to do it. He said it a while ago, and now he's saying it again. He ain't going to do it. Now he's talking about we need to meet face to face. I'll be happy to meet face to face. You know that. I'll be glorious. I will rejoice meeting face to face. Only one problem, though. You don't get to pick the time, date, and location because y'all ain't with you. He's with me. He's not with you. He is with me. And I know that people don't understand the King David or the David spirit. I got the David spirit. I love King David. Sure do love all the kings of Israel. Study them well. I can tell you one thing. What we've got right here is we had a case of a man rising up against Yah's anointed, falsely accusing, and now it's all panning out. That's what it is. So let's see if Rufus wants some conditions of peace. Because I just got finished coming back from Straightway, Georgia, visiting with the Israelites down there for a whole day. I recorded all that has been going on, what has happened over the last 10 years. I got it all. Got it all on video. But I can actually hold that one right there. I can hold them videos back right there. But I tell you what, man, with the stuff that I had to hear, and you should see, what did they all say in Georgia? All we are experiencing is freedom. We are literally experiencing freedom. That's what they said. Now, whatever these conditions of, or whatever they said, we're going to meet face to face. I'm telling you right now, there's going to be a third party arbitrator before you and I can do any kind of talking, because other than that, it can go the other way. And mind you, I want everybody to listen to this. Let's do it again. He accuses me. You got 3 elders he accused me to. They fabricate this meeting up in Wisconsin. All 3 of them know what the hell is going on. I'm sitting there not knowing what the hell is going on. Pastor Muir don't know what's going on. All of a sudden, they start off on this attack and accuse me of some kind of spirit. It's still nameless. Nobody can still figure it out. Nobody's giving a name to it. And the next thing you know, I'm like, oh, all of y'all been talking. 2 of the elders saw exactly what was going on after the truth was presented, defected against Rufus. 1 stayed. 1 did. And mind you, I'll say a young elder, just like Rufus is a very young pastor. He was only a pastor for 5 months. He ain't been pastor for years. He hasn't shepherded a flock for no extensive period of time as a pastor. Everybody getting this, right? He doesn't have the extensive experience that Pastor Dow does at all, period, point blank. He don't. And now he's out here acting like that we're on the same footing, the same equal level. Well, we will see, and I'll be glad to let it go. But you are the one who started. You the one going to let it go. Everybody know me. Everybody knows the type of man I am and the type of integrity I have. They know it. And I'm going to Alabama here soon to go down there to clean up that mess as well. But man, be a man of your word if you are. You stop the finger pointing. You stop the accusing, the slandering. You stop going out there calling me out of my name. You stop going out there making all these interviews because you throwing rocks and hiding hands to try to make yourself clean when we all know you dirty. That's wrong. That's flat out wrong. Sure, there may be a few things that I may have said concerning some of the things. I just don't know yet because I haven't interviewed everybody up on. I just know what they have told me. And I know the experiences that people have. And I know for sure what's true and what's false, especially when it's concerning dealing with other people and saints. And then the story I just got finished hearing from Jerusalem. It's just sad, y'all. It's sad. But this is a classic bait and switch that Satan uses in his arsenal and program. I'm gonna end this on this. He accuses me, sets this thing up of having a spirit that has no name to it, no face to it. Then he turns around and spits in the ears of all these elders. I made a video, it was kind of like a prophecy that this spirit was going to show its hand. And it did show its hand. The timelines all line up. And then the elders decided we was going to go to Straightway, Georgia, and finish adjudicating these matters. And that wicked man called Pastor Corey Wicked, Pastor Muir Wicked, Elder Rob Wicked, and Elder Miguel Wicked said, those wicked ass men are not coming on my land. Y'all know that ain't the way we do stuff here at Straightway. It's not my land. We don't have no lands. If a vehicle was given to you as the head of that community, that's not your vehicle. That belongs to the community. Just like those lands belong to the community. You see, apples and oranges, oranges and apples. That's what's going on. That's exactly what's going on. And then you go out here and have made, what, over 60 hours of interviews and videos, and even had Jamie Plott, the one that's supposed to be, you glad you got your brother back? He turns on you. He turns on you and calls you out on your mess. Wow. And then you want to sit up here with some type of humble spirit as if that you have been the bigger man. No, you ain't. No, you ain't. It's just that in this effeminate generation we living in, people having a hard time discerning what's good and even right and wrong. But I'm going to tell y'all, don't y'all sit up and let nobody put forth the finger at someone, because that's one thing that y'all hates. He hates that stuff. And then accuse. Especially when your fruit pales in comparison to mine. And then you turn around, continue to keep going to the court of public opinion. Then you stir them up. And then have them to falsify information and calling me all kind of names and everything else out of my name. And you continue to keep doing these interviews. I ain't did no interview with nobody. I've done my own broadcast. That's it. Answering everything you continue to keep doing. So the day that you stop, that will be the end of it. But the day that you start, I'm right here. I'm right here with more facts. And you continue on, I'm actually going to get each one of these saints to have an interview themselves. You all heard the interview and the testimony of the saints of the Israelites that lived with him all those years in the tabernacle, what they had to say. So why is it that people find it so hard to believe what the eyewitnesses, the ones who lived up under that tyranny, what they had to say? But then all of a sudden he gets out here and acts like, we're going to go up to Mount Carmel. Well, we're not Mount Carmel. We're going to go and we're going to get face to face. It ain't going to be about no fighting. We're going to let law. We're going to let y'all. Okay, so where's that place going to be determined? Who's going to determine where that place is? Who's going to do the TDL? Because if you say one damn thing, I damn sure ain't agree with it. Now, let me end this video on this. Let me tell y'all something. There's something wrong whenever a human being is alive on this earth and you speak so boldly that you don't have no fear of going to hell. I'm sorry, I do. Every man and woman should have a fear of hell. When you listen to what Yahshua said about hell, you should have an extreme fear of going to hell, saved or not. You should have an extreme fear of eternal torment. If I'm in this, if I'm that, all it is just something to pull on your emotional strings. Because anybody that's in hell, they wouldn't be saying that. Right now, they would be wishing that they could get out. One man wished that he could have just one drop out of a cup of water from the tip of somebody's finger on his tongue. All that is just a ploy. I'm trying to show you how sincere I am. I'm going to show you how sincere I am. I live my life in such a manner, in such a way so that I don't go to hell. And I'm not going to sit up there and say, if I'm wrong, I want to go to hell. No. And Yah is not going to come down and tell you that you need to repent to someone. That ain't the way the book works. The book says if you trespass against your brother, you go to him and him alone. You don't need no revelation from Yah. You just need to experience the book. Do the book. Yah ain't going to come and tell. Yah ain't doing all that talking today. He is not doing all that talking today. And no, these men were not Israel until they came to Straightway, because they had no idea who they were. They were lost. Period, point blank. And then in the angles of time, y'all let them know that they were Israel when they heard this voice right here. That's a fact. That's the truth. Glory to the King. So, hey, all this stuff, I ain't scared to go to hell. I'll go to hell. No, you ain't going to never hear Pastor down here in the Israelites, because we know y'all is serious about his eternal judgment. I'm not toying around or playing around with him. And out of your own mouth and by your own words are you justified, and by your own words you are condemned. So if you want the ceasefire, I agree with you. I agree with you. And if you can't ceasefire, I agree with meeting you. I definitely agree with meeting you. I promise, and you know that to be true. And anybody else who knows me, you know that to be true. So if you're going to cease fire and you calling for restoration, then guess what? Do what you say you're going to do. Shut your mouth. Stop making a video. Stop slandering. Stop lying. Stop defaming. And guess what? I will not make no more videos or even mention your name again in this earth, because it's soon to perish anyway. All right, well, I'm back home. So let's go ahead and close this out and make this the end, okay? The end, hopefully. Now, I want everybody to comprehend and understand something. You can't continue to keep poking someone like Rufus has and then not expect for retaliation. He continues to keep saying he wants peace, but then he starts poking. Go out and making more videos, more interviews. That's the end of it. If it's going to be the end of it, let it be the end of it. Now, if you want peace, stop poking. Stop prodding. I mean, I don't know if it's schizophrenia. I don't know what the hell's going on. Something's going on. Something's really off up here. And poor Krago, man, he looks like death on a stick, don't he? But anyway, hey, last thing is, or out of the other last things and the last things I said, because there's so much is going on in the manipulation process of this, who is this Israel that needs to be restored? Because you are the shortest tenured so-called pastor that's ever been in this ministry. 5 months. You made it 5 months as a pastor. And you are a pastor without a flock. You have no sheep to shepherd. So who is this Israel that need to be restored? All of Israel, all of called Israel in the world definitely needs to be restored. But who in the world are you talking about? This Israel. I mean, because you don't have a flock. You don't have any. So maybe if we're going to go to Mount Carmel or wherever it is, maybe we need to go ahead and go up to that mountain in Morganton, Georgia. Yeah, on Lance Road, maybe we need to go there. We need to go in Morganton, Georgia, up there on top of that mountain up there and meet there. And let's just see what Yah says. But you know what? Again, you stop the foolishness. You stop the accusing. Stop putting forth the finger. Stop slandering. Stop falsifying information. Stop lying. And all this whole other stuff, it all goes away. It could have all went away a long, long time ago, but you simply can't stop. You're driven. But we'll see. We'll see. We will see. The only time y'all will ever hear Pastor Dow say anything about this Rufus Carswell is if he says something again. But I did teach you all something. When somebody is attacking you as an Israelite, you fight back. You continue to keep fighting back. I know. Now, the rest of you Israelites, if you can't take it and it's wearing you down, then don't watch it. Save yourself. Because war is not for everybody. It's just simply not fair. It's not for the faint-hearted. But don't go up there and tank and immerse yourself up on something that you know your spirit can't handle. Keep your peace and let the men fight it out. That's just the way it should be. But other than that, we're going on to Pentecost. Hallelujah. Because a lot of Yah's sheep, a lot of Israelites, that this shepherd right here is concerned for the flock. And we ain't stopped at all in serving Yah. And we definitely ain't stopped building and doing what we're supposed to do. I don't know what this, we need to get back. We ain't never left. So we here. So let's just see if he takes this up. Let's just see if he's a man of his word. Let's just see. Now, on my Patreon platform, hey, it's private. I'll leave it private. I'll say whatever the hell I want. As long as it's edifying to Israel. With that said, King coming. Y'all be blessed.